Tune the community comment on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge, presented by Professional Floor Covering.
Welcome to Community Comment here on 95.3 WBEV. We are brought to you by, or presented by Professional Floor Covering. And we are also here on Daily Dodge TV as well. And we will send it down to the Daily Dodge TV studios in just a moment. First, wanted to remind you that Professional Floor Covering is locally owned. Randy and his team are here to help you design the perfect space with over 1,000 samples of carpet, LVP, hardwood, tile, area rugs, and window finishings. It's so much more than floors. It's a wide selection of kitchen and bathroom countertops, cabinets, tiles, shower inserts, and more. Professional Floor Covering is in Abbey Design Center at 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam. You can visit their website, proflr.com. And also going on at Professional Floor Covering right now, let their team help you design a shower that you can unwind and relax in. From color and material choice to size and arrangement, there are a lot of design choices that need to be made before beginning the remodeling process. And now here is Terry Bell to get things rolling here on Community Comment on 95.3 WBEV.
Thank you very much, Jake. We are happy to be joined once again by Sarah Cournoyer of the Beaver Dam Community Library. We had such a great time last time, Sarah, that we've asked you to come back once a month, and we're glad to have you back again.
So glad to be here today.
Terrific. So much to talk about, including today, Sam Jones, the library's Youth Services Librarian, is with us today. And Sam has a lot of exciting things to share with us, too, as well. If you'd like to join in the conversation, we invite you to do that. You can call us or text us at 920-887-9595, or you can call the studio line at 885-4446 for any questions or comments you have about the Beaver Dam Community Library. First of all, I think the one thing that a lot of people are very curious about, an update on the renovations happening at the library and everything that's available up at the temporary location.
Sure. So everything's still on schedule. I think that's a really key point, something that we're very glad for, just in terms of being able to keep the project on time and get back in. So we've got time to set up for summer, which we're a little early to talk about that, but that's the library's busy season as we're heading into the busy retail season. Summer is ours, but it's on schedule. My biweekly progress meeting is this afternoon. So inspections are being scheduled and drywall should be going up in the next week or so. And they've finished the pouring of the concrete for the new entry and the asphalt there. So I'm looking forward to laying eyes on that when I go up Spring Street. I don't see the backside of the building yet. But yeah, it's really exciting. I think every time I'm in there, I can better imagine the feel. And when the drywall starts going up, it's really going to start looking like the new facility. And so just really excited.
Can you paint a picture in people's minds about like what it was compared to what it will be when you're inside the space there?
Sure. So I think right now, as we're heading into the winter season, just to touch on that at the temporary location, the plowing will happen there, sidewalks will be cleared there, will be nice and accessible. Book drops will continue to be available at the library's permanent building at 311. But what'll be different is winter was always a time where that walk to the previous entry from the parking lot could be challenging, ice and snow, and for our custodian to be able to keep that path clear. So with the new entry being directly off the parking lot, that'll be easier to traverse. I think people will be able to get in more directly if they're with, dropping off an elderly parent, because we've got a lot of folks that bring their parents to the library, not just parents coming with their children or grandparents with children. And they'll be able to get dropped off and head inside and wait in the vestibule on the new bench. And the entry will be convenient. We'll have a restroom as you enter, so there'll be a community room on the left, and I'm going to kind of speak with my hands, so if you're on air, you won't see it, but if you go to YouTube...
If you're watching on YouTube, you can see. Yeah.
Then you'll be able to see. So on the left will be the community room. On the right will be a smaller meeting room, and we'll have a janitor's closet. We're going to have water bottle filling stations. And then the new restroom, which will be really convenient, self-checks, the welcome desk, and you'll just kind of proceed into the open library, which if you visited at our temporary location at 1701 North Spring Street, that's one of the things that people have enjoyed, is kind of walking in and having the library open up before them. And so that's different than how it used to be.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be very much in keeping with, I think, any library that's been built or remodeled in the last 20 years is a very different space than the one certainly I grew up with. And I believe the original building is a mid-'80s vintage, so things have changed a lot. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like I say, an open concept is one of those differences.
Mm-hmm. And I think it will be different, though, because there will be some, rooms we've added. That's one of the things people have asked for over the last 20 years, were small meeting rooms. If they're studying, if they're tutoring somebody, family visits, medical health appointments these days, or meeting with the career navigator, or any small meetings that a business or entrepreneur or some of our state agencies that are out in the field have called and requested meeting spaces. So those spaces will be added, and that means that open concept will feel a little different, but it'll be a new space, so it'll be change, and good change.
Very good. You're both involved in some community partnership events.
Yeah, so in December, for part of Santa's Hometown Holiday Adventure, we will be hosting Holly Jolly Story Time, and that is December 6th, and we'll be doing that at 10:30 a.m., and that one's such a fun event. So we do story times on Mondays at 9:30 a.m. and 1 p.m., but this one's special. It's going to be a sort of Christmas themed, holiday themed. We'll break out the jingle bells and dance around with them. It's a whole lot of fun. And yeah, so that's for Santa's Hometown Holiday Adventure.
Okay, and once again, when is that?
That is December 6th at 10:30 a.m. It's going to be at the library at 1701 North Spring Street.
Very good. Anything else?
Well, that one, I'd just like to put a plug in for that as a whole citywide event with the holiday parade that evening. And the library collaborates with the recreation department and many other city departments that put in a lot of effort to provide a good time to the community. And Shannon Cooley from the chamber, I think, was just talking about some destinations and coming to town. So I think we look to partner with these, and Holly Jolly Storytime has been one that's really popular. Another one that's coming up that I'll talk a little bit more about is the Culture Convention, which originally started at the library many years ago with Anita Strike, our Community and Information Services librarian. And we've partnered with Wayland over the years, and their students have taken more of a stake in a leadership of that event. So that is coming up towards the end of February, and Wayland Academy and their students will have a lot of cultures represented and are looking to do some residency a residency type program that they'll be rolling out. There are other community sponsors, including the Beaver Dam Area Community Foundation, and a little bit inspired by that wonderful John Knoltner event that the library and AAUW and Dodge County Center for the Arts and the Beaver Dam Area Community Theater all worked on. So some of those same partners will be showing up to help bring this to the community, but it's one that I look forward to every year. And I know that the library is really proud to see things grow and take root and engage with the community as a whole.
Very good. We're talking to Sarah Cournoyer and Sam Jones of the Beaver Dam Community Library. We need to take a break, but we will be right back. You're listening to Community Comment on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Thank you very much, Jake. We're talking to Sarah Cournoyer and Sam Jones of the Beaver Dam Community Library. If you have any questions or comments about what's happening at the library and the services they provide all over the community, please give us a call or a text at 920-887-9595, or you can call the studio line at 885-4446. Sam, you're the library's youth services librarian, but a big part of your job is making sure that there's material appropriate for people who, and kids especially, because they go through one phase of childhood to the next, and something that's going to be very engaging to an elementary school student is probably not going to engage a middle schooler quite as much, and you're aware of that, and you have something to offer everybody.
Yeah, so we have this really cool new item that you can check out at the library. They're called wazoodles.
Okay.
Yes.
And I'm interested to know what a wazoodle is.
Yes, so it's a pretty silly name, but the content that's on it is great. It's a screen-free device that has different activities and songs and a whole bunch of contents related to different topics. So this one that I'm holding is called Callin' All Unicorns. It's my favorite one that we've gotten. And it's just all about unicorns.
Can you demonstrate it?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
I can.
Isn't it a little like a podcast kind
Yes.
of device?
It
That's what I've
sort of
heard.
looks like, yeah, or I'm going
Yeah.
to age myself here, but there was a toy way back in the 80s called Simon.
Yeah.
This sort of reminds me of that, but a smaller version.
Yeah.
I'm Wazoodle.
So
Let's start in explore mode. That's the purple compass button on the speaker. For
so
other
then
modes, you can
you can just hit play, and there's different modes. There's the explore mode, the recess mode, and the relax mode. So depending on your goals. So this is one of the songs that they play.
Okay.
It's kind of jazzy.
I make rainbows every day, dreaming up colors and lighting the way. I make magic and do it right here in my shop.
And then we also have
town, there's a huge scrap heap.
stories as
protected by a
well.
high metal fence.
But yeah, so we have these in a whole bunch of different topics. We have these for a whole bunch of age ranges. So this one is recommended for kids 3+, but then we also have one called Jurassic Journeys, which is dinosaur themed. So popular.
I'll bet.
Yes, and this one's for ages 8+, or recommended. You don't have to be exactly 8 to check it out. But yeah, we just got a whole bunch of these. We got a few of them during the summertime. They have been very popular, so we've expanded that. Again, given that screen-free option for children to explore.
Right, and you mentioned that it is a screen-free gadget, but so how do people, instead of looking and touching, how does a child engage with this?
So it's just with the buttons, and then you can listen along. At some of them have different like actions that you can do with them. Like some of them might have like a Simon Says game. So it's independent on the mode. So like the relaxing mode is kind of more if you're like in the car and just need a little moment to,
Well, I was going to say this might be pretty enticing for parents if they want to give their child something to occupy them that isn't necessarily a screen that's
Yes,
going to
yeah.
turn them into a little zombie or something like that. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. How long have these been available?
So they're a relatively new product overall. So we're a part of the Monarch Library system with other libraries, and I believe us and one other library have them now. And I think we got our first maybe 10 of them in, I want to say July, and we just got like 12 more of them like a week ago, and we just got them cataloged, so they're available to check out now.
Oh, okay. And these would be interesting for kids. How young to how old?
So, depending on which one that they choose, the youngest one that we have are 3+, and then we have some that are 10+ as well. So, depending on, the kids'
Okay.
interests.
So ask for Wazoodles if you have an age-appropriate child and you're headed to the library.
Yes. Otherwise, I am more than welcome. I'm happy to show you where they are, too.
Okay.
If you can't remember the Wazoodle name.
Dan, and then people might have need some help with that at first anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
Tell me what else is going on that you're offering to young people.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking because these are screen free, and I know there's always a lot of discussion around raising kids in a digital age, and Sam might want to talk about that next. But another option that we have for things you can read aloud are the Vox books, and we have had those since I think at least 6 years now, and those are.
Everybody wants in on the show.
Sometimes the Wazoodles start talking.
Zoodle do, it's done.
Okay.
It's all now.
But the Vox books are great because, like you were saying, if you date yourself, when I grew up, we had the 45s records that you could play a story and it would read aloud to you and turn the pages and be a device. Well,
remember,
now
yeah.
we have Vox books and Wonder books that have that read aloud component built into the book itself. And that has been a very durable, which was one of the things when we test new formats, we look for how will they circulate with the public and stand up to the rigors of children using them. The Vox books are great. We've got nonfiction, picture books, and Sam can tell you more about how that collection's grown.
Yeah.
too.
So another newer thing is that they started to do chapter books as well. So more of the middle grade audience as well. And those have been very popular as well. I think what's been great is we've had them for about 6 years. So the children who started them when they were 6 are now like 12. So they've really grown up with the Vox books. And so I think the chapter books came at such a great time. And the nonfiction ones are probably the most popular of the Vox books. The kids love to learn about animals, and they just really like that audio component to it as well.
Yeah, and it seems like something that would really engage a young person today who's used to a little more interactive engagements.
Yeah, and busy parents who want to have that read aloud, or grandparents, or you're going on vacation, or kids who want that independence. Maybe they don't want to sit still. We have a patron I know who likes to walk around while he reads the Vox book at the library, and fire engines, dinosaurs, all those high interest topics really meet the needs of the kids that are using those. So yeah, that's a growing, expanding collection. We have to keep solving for space needs, how to fit them. And so they're a little bulkier because of the onboard component, so they don't sit on a shelf as nicely as a regular book. So those are in bins at the library, but they're organized alphabetically, and the new ones are always in their own box, so people can find their favorites to listen over and over, or try something new.
So those are Vox books, VOX?
Yes.
Okay. And Wazoodles, so be sure to ask for them next time you're at the Beaver Dam Community Library. We need to take a break right here for the news, but when we come back, we'll have more about what's happening at the Beaver Dam Community Library. You're listening to Community Comment on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
WBEV studios with Terry Bell here on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Thank you so much, Jake. We're so happy to be talking with Sarah Cournoyer, the administrator of the Beaver Dam Community Library. The library offers so much that a lot of people don't really know about, but the library does touch our lives in many important ways. We'd love for you to join the conversation. If you'd like to give Sarah a call or a text, go ahead and reach us at 920-887-9595. Or you can call the studio line at 885-4446. Sarah, I'd like to take a moment here to let you mention someone who was very important to the library for a very long time, who we recently lost, and she'll be missed a great deal.
She certainly will. So the library, pardon me, the library had a couple of volunteers over the years that we have served in one capacity or another. But Barb Marthaler, who recently passed away, was a library volunteer for over 30 years. She came weekly to help cover books, and she showed great care with that. So we were kind of talking about children's materials. And one of the things I really appreciated about her, besides her mischievous twinkle in her eye, her great sense of humor, and just her curiosity and zest for life, was the care she took in covering those children's materials. So some books, you can just open and close, but some books, those end papers have maps or they have additional information. And Barb was always really good about asking, should I tape this down, or is this important to the story? And she really just, among all the other things that she did, that's something that I think was a gift to people. And so you may encounter that as you interact with our picture books and other nonfiction. But we weren't the only folks, the library staff were not the only people that wanted to recognize Barb, who was meaningful in a lot of ways in the community. And some of our listeners may know her. She was a lifelong resident. But the library board, I recommended that they consider a patio stone for her in recognition of her 30 years of service and all of the value that she provided as she worked with our staff over the years. And they did. So the library board is providing a memorial stone for her as part of the project. And then we, like I said, we weren't the only folks that did that. Her bridge playing group also organized. And one day, one member came in to say, we know that the library was very important to Barb, and we are curious about a donation and what would that take. And so to have an engraved plaque on the endowment fund plaque is a $500 donation. It's a legacy thing. We still have those in storage right now until we can hang them up in the renovated library. And so I told her it was $500, and she said, okay. And she left, and she rounded up the bridge players, and she was back that afternoon. And they had 10 of them had made a contribution, and so there will be a plaque memorializing that as well. And we've had some other donations from people. Memorial donations are something that does come together. We've got a lot of people, like you said, that the library is a meaningful part of people's lives, and that's something that we strive to be and to support that well-being and the interests and the full lifespan of people in our community.
And Barb's memory will live on the library for generations to come.
Yes.
Very
for
good.
sure.
And you mentioned that her friends got some money together for the library, and that reminded me that fundraising has to be an ongoing part of the library administrator's job.
Yes, especially right now with the renovation, which we've talked about, and I'm really pleased to say that we've been really successful. So last time we were on, we had said we had raised over $12,000 since September, and that was October 25th. Well, since then, we have received another $22,900 in donations. So we towards the project. Last week, actually, I had two different people come in and tell me they were going to make $10,000 donations. Like, that's huge, and really demonstrates how the community support we've always enjoyed from the Williams Free Library and its establishment over 135 years. My date might be fuzzy, it might be a little longer, but right around that mark, over 100 years. And then the effort that was put into the 1984 building, the memorial donations like that endowment fund, one that contributed to legacies, that is part of also those earnings on the endowment fund are what is also a very large component of funding this renovation. So all those donors who gave over the years. But yes, we've just been really overwhelmed by that fundraising effort. We continue to accept donations to both the next chapter renovation, which is the immediate project at hand, as well as the endowment fund, which is a way to leave a legacy or to recognize somebody. We also accept gifts. We had some generous ladies who provided a $1,000 donation for large print books. So there are a lot of ways to give, and we also talked a little bit when Jamie was here with me last month, our fundraising chair, about friends raising. So we've got some campaigns going on with that as well.
Remind me, please, what friends raising is.
Well, so we know that we've got generous donors that are able to make those monetary contributions, but fundraising is also about those people who can help the library spread the message or be advocates for, hey, you can get that at the library. So fundraising is really about growing the friends of the library and that community feeling and engagement. So one of the things that we have going right now, Thanksgiving, my favorite holiday because it's about gratitude. So we have a thankful campaign going right now. There was a post on social media that had some really great things about I'm thankful for the library because. So if anybody wants to share those, Terry's got the phone number here at the station, but we would love to hear that. We'll be reposting on social media on Facebook, BDCL 1984. And we have papers at the library. We've been hanging them. I had some technical difficulties today. I was hoping to bring some, but one of the ones that I read today was I am thankful for the library because it reminds me that imagination is free. And I like that because I
like that
think
too.
Curiosity and imagination are some of the things that the library fosters.
Very good. We're talking to Sarah Cournoyer of the Beaver Dam Community Library. We have to take a break, but we're going to be right back. You're listening to Community Comment on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Well,
Thank you so much, as always, Jake. We're talking with Sarah Cournoyer of the Beaver Dam Community Library on this edition of Community Comment. Still plenty of time for you to call with a question or a comment if you're curious at all about something happening at the library or just wanted to express your gratitude. Go ahead and give us a call or a text at 920-887-9595. You can also call our studio line at 885-4446. And we were talking about some people who were talking about their gratitude for the library out in the community. That extends all the way to your staff.
It does. So as part of that, and thinking about gratitude and positive attitudes, I asked the staff if they wouldn't mind putting together why they're thankful for the library. And so I brought a couple of their responses along with me that I thought I could share.
Yeah, feel
because
free.
they concern the community.
They do.
So the first one says, I am so thankful for our wonderful community who has been such a great support while we adjust and prepare for the new building. They are a delight to help, and they make the library a warm and wonderful place. Thank you. And they're thanking all of you who visit us or share your support in any way who use the library. One of our people are thankful for the library because it gives equal access to community resources and books, regardless of an individual's income or social status. And that's really true. Everyone is welcome at the library, and we try to have something for everyone. So we take suggestions for materials or program topics, and sometimes some things we can make happen immediately, and some things take a little while. But speaking of that, another one of our staff said, after serving in the military for 13 years, then supporting my family as a stay-at-home parent, I knew when the time came to get a job, it had to be something special. I believe the most job satisfaction comes when working for a purpose with like-minded individuals to provide a service. And the Beaver Dam Community Library checks all the boxes. I love interacting with our patrons, helping them find just the right book, and getting to see all the new books first. That is a perk. That's an aside. But then our staff said, no one comes to the library who doesn't want to be there. And that makes what we do so easy. There is never a bad day at the library. And I would echo that.
That is so well said. Yeah, I like that testimonial in particular.
Yeah. So if we've got time, I've got
We
two
do.
more. So another staff member said, I'm thankful for the library and getting to be a part of the staff. I've built wonderful relationships with the staff members. I love all the interactions with the patrons and being able to provide so many different resources for this community. My family and I are thankful for the fun events and the awesome adventure passes that the library provides for us to enjoy some great family time and make lots of great memories. I can't wait to see what the future holds for the library and the community when the renovations are complete. And I agree with them.
Yeah, we're all looking forward to that.
Yeah. And then the last one says, I'm thankful for everyone who has made the library renovation possible. Every donation and word of support has provided us with this opportunity to create a library space that better suits our community's needs. Also, I'm a little bit, they also said, forever thankful for our hardworking administrator leading the process and the collective dedication of the staff to provide the best library we can. And so I really appreciate that. There is a lot of hard work going on by all the staff, and I appreciate it. I am thankful to work with such a fantastic group of people. I am thankful for this community that's always been so supportive of their local library. I'm thankful that we have a lot of great stakeholders from our municipality, the city of Beaver Dam, to our library board of trustees, who are all volunteers and give up their time to help guide the library in its service to the community. And I'm just really thankful to have so many people that care about libraries and what we have to offer, and helping us grow so that, as several of our staff pointed out, we can better serve the community's needs. And it really is a service that we strive to provide. So.
Yeah, all of this just reminds me that it takes all kinds of people who really care to make a library go.
Yes, absolutely. And I think we have that. So we are still, if you are looking for ways to share that support, feel free to share why you're thankful for the library. Like I said, we'll have another post up on our Facebook page. We've got sheets that we're hanging up as banners at the library that I'll compile and share. You can donate to the library itself if money is one way you'd like to express that support. But you can also help us amplify our message, letting your friends and family or people who are new to the community know about your awesome local library. And you can also just share our messages. If you are on social media, share that out. If you are hearing about things here on the radio or by watching Daily Dodge TV, let people know. Let people know what's great. And, we're not the only great local library. I mean, I'm pretty partial to us, but we have a lot of great libraries in our surrounding area, in our state, in our nation. So we always encourage everybody to encourage people to see what their local library has to offer too.
Oh, absolutely. And you're part of a system, and if there's one particular item you want, if it's not here in Beaver Dam, likely you can borrow it from any one of a number of area libraries, and they'll send it right here.
That's right. You can go head over on their shelves if you need it right now and you're willing to drive to Horicon or Juneau or Eustisford or Fox Lake or Waupun. We've heard Waupun has a really great paperback collection.
Oh.
So just a hint, every library is tailored to their community's needs. But you can also place a hold or contact us. We're happy to place a hold for you and bring that item in, like you said, Terry, and have it on the shelf, and we'll notify you when it arrives, and you can drop in and check it out.
Yeah, it's a great message of gratitude and service at this time of year with Thanksgiving just a week away. So that's all making us really, really happy and thankful. Just a couple of minutes left to go in the show, Sarah, and I just thought maybe we recap where you're headed after the show. I believe you're giving a presentation to the library board about a status update on the renovations.
I do. I have a biweekly progress meeting on site at 311. So that's where I put on my hard-soled boots and I put on my hard hat and go learn about what's happening and anything that is coming up, where the schedule is, and what we can expect to have happening in the next couple of weeks. Last time I was there, the pictures weren't super exciting, so I didn't post those. It was just a lot of steel frames. I'm hoping that today when I go and take some pictures, those will be another Facebook-worthy post. People have enjoyed seeing that behind the scenes look. And then there are a lot of other meetings that I have lately too. So if you are looking for me, if you do want to talk to me personally, feel free to contact the library or to stop in. They'll get me. Sometimes I'm on the front desk. I'll be on and off of that today, providing some coverage for staff that are out. But yeah, that's I strive to be responsive and Yeah, and to keep everybody up to date on what's happening so that you know what's going on at your library.
Very good. So if all goes well, if there are no unforeseen problems on the horizon, when can we expect the renovated library to reopen?
Next spring, and that's about as
That's about as
targeted as I can really get.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yes, but definitely we anticipate moving back next spring.
Very good. Well, Sarah Cournoyer, it has been a pleasure. The hour's flown right by. It was time well spent.
It always does fly by. Thank you for having me, Terry.
Of course. And thank you, everyone, for listening to Community Comment on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Have a great day.